Good morning to one and all present here. Now we will study about functions of entrepreneur. Okay. In that functions of entrepreneur, the first point is assumption of risk. In that some keywords are there. We will try to explain based on that. That is competition, change in technology and natural calamities. As already have told you in qualities of entrepreneur, the main quality of an entrepreneur is what? Risk taking. Means that much risk is been involved in order to start your own industry. Like suppose they have to make arrangement of the factors of production, then 4 M's which are there, and afterwards they need to set up the industry. So like that way, based on this, in functions of entrepreneur, the first point is assumption of risk. Now whichever the keywords are there, based on that we can understand. In that competition is there, change in technology and natural calamities. Now simple example I will give you that. Now imagine that entrepreneur, he want to set up his own industry. Okay, then he have to see whether what competition has been arising outside, like similar kind of industries or similar kind of products which have been manufacturing, the other companies are manufacturing the same kind of products, so there is a tough competition being faced. Like for example, now whenever a customer will go to a market to purchase any kind of a product, okay, now there are two shops in front of the customer, that is shop A and shop B. What happens in shop A and shop B? Similar type of products are there. Then the customer will be in a confusion like which kind of products they want to purchase. So like that way, the entrepreneur has to keep in mind what kind of competition is been prevailing, and based on that he need to make some changes in his industry, like changes maybe in the products which are there, or changes in the working pattern, working style. Okay, so like that way, that due to the competition he need to adjust in the particular industry. And also there is change in technology and natural calamities. See, nowadays the technology is been changing. Okay, like previously which was there, okay, that much it was, the technology was not that much advanced. Now the science and technology has been advanced and it has been progressing. So based on that he need to adjust to the new technology which is there. Okay, so the new trends which are there, so customer will be liking only the new trends or new technology, so that risk also is been involved. And also based on natural calamities. Now natural calamity, it is a natural thing, we cannot stop these kind of a natural calamities. Like imagine that floods, earthquakes and all that, it is very difficult to stop these kind of a natural calamities. So these kind of a risk is been involved. So the first function of entrepreneur is assumption of risk. He need to bear all such kind of the risk, right from the stage of making arrangement of the factors of production, okay, 4 M's which are there, and plus how the competition has been prevailing outside, and the changes in technology and natural calamities. So that much risk is been involved. Then the second point is promotion of venture. Now in this promotion of venture, we will be studying the sub points which are there. In that, the first point is getting idea about a business. Now first of all, what happens if the entrepreneur wants to set up his own industry? No, he should first of all get clear idea about the business. Clear idea means what? He should get first of all clear knowledge about the business. Suppose for example, he want to start a cloth manufacturing industry. Okay, so he should be knowing what kind of material should be there of that particular cloth. Okay, then design of that cloth, then how to make the customers attractive and all. So these all things, knowledge and idea, the entrepreneur should be having. It need not be only the cloth industry, whichever industry or whichever kind of industry or organization they want to start, they want the entrepreneur should get the clear idea about the business, means clear knowledge should be got about the business. Okay, right from the stage of how its quality is there, what kind of price to be quoted for that particular product. Okay, then deciding what design of the product should be there, and knowing about the customer's taste preferences, then what are the likes and dislikes of customer. So that everything will come in getting idea about the business, means getting at least some knowledge about that particular business. Then second one is collecting necessary information about the business. See, first of all, once the entrepreneur gets a clear idea and knowledge about the business, afterwards he needs to collect the information about the business, means what all required information has been there. Then afterwards, the third sub point in that is fulfilling various legal formalities like registration, certificate and license. The main important thing is that, now suppose before starting any kind of a business or before starting any kind of an industry, the main requirement or main important thing is what? Obtaining the license, means getting the license or permission. That is the main important thing. Okay, first of all they need to obtain the license, which is there. Afterwards registration. Okay, these all procedures are required, and afterwards they can set up the industry. Then fourth sub point is deciding the sources of finance. Now already I have told you that finance is the lifeblood of the organization. So he need to properly decide how much finance is required for the business. It need not be only at the starting stage, initial stage, this much investment is required or this much finance is required. Finance will be important or required throughout the organization, right from the stage of what? Purchasing small materials which are there, means as we classify that as a minor asset and major asset. Minor asset means what? Only small things or minor things, minor materials which are required. It may be also classified as like stationary items which we require, right from the stage of purchasing those materials, okay, and plus purchasing the major items or major products. Finance is required. So he need to decide the proper source of finance. So that is the second point, that is promotion of venture. In promotion of venture, we had seen the sub points which are there. Okay, you need to only remember about that, how the entrepreneur, first of all he need to get the idea about the business. Once he gets the idea about the business, he need to collect the necessary information, and after that fulfill various legal formalities like obtaining license, registration. Then he need to decide the sources of finance. Then the third point is organization of necessary factors. So what do you mean by organization of necessary factors? Here they need to organize, here they are given 4 M's, that is men, money, material and machine, that too in right quantity at least cost. Now we will speak about men. Okay, means how many men or how many, which kind of laborers are required in that particular industry. Then after that comes material. Okay, now which material, raw materials which are required, and the good quality material which have been required. Then machine, money and all that. Okay, so they need to make a proper arrangement, or properly they need to organize these necessary factors. Like suppose if we speak about the machine also, some big machines will be there and some small machines will be there. Okay, so which kind of machines have been required, and also they need to decide the cost of that particular machine. Suppose if the machines are having more cost and all, so that they need to decide at the right quantity at least cost. So properly the entrepreneur has to organize the necessary factors. Okay, it factors means the 4 M's which are there, that is men, money, material and machine. Then the fourth point is form of ownership. Now what will come in form of ownership? Here we need to study that. Okay, there is sole proprietorship, partnership, joint stock company. Now in this module, no, there is a separate topic only. In that, in detail we'll be studying about sole proprietorship, its advantages, disadvantages, then partnership firm and all. But just briefly we'll tell, okay, explain about what do you mean by this sole proprietorship and partnership. Sole proprietorship means what? A single trader. Sole means single. Okay, a single person or a single trader carrying on the business. Then partnership firm. Now partnership firm means what? 2 or more persons or 2 or more partners coming together and establishing the business. Like suppose for example there are 3 partners, A, B and C. So partner A, means person A, from his side he will contribute whatever the investment is there. Then person B, person C, okay, and whatever are the profits and losses are shared by all the partners it may be equally or whatever the ratio wise. So that will come in the fourth point, that is form of ownership. Then the fifth point is raising of finance. As already I have told you that finance is a lifeblood of the organization. Okay, so they need to decide how much finance is required in order to start the industry. The next one is innovation. Now innovation means what? Introduction of new products, new ideas, new concepts which are there. Now innovation doesn't mean only introduction of the new products, but also like new process of production, new ideas, new concepts which are there. Okay, so that everything will come under innovation. Now for example, when an entrepreneur he want to set up the industry, he should be having one quality also as a innovator. Means he should try to think something differently, like introduce something new or different. As previously we had seen that there is a tough competition being faced outside. Okay, so if they want to survive in this competitive world, they need to be strong, or they need to launch some new things or new products by which the customers will be attracted. So that everything will come under innovation. The next one is human resource management. Okay, now human resource management means what? Main importance will be given to the human beings or people, like providing them proper training, giving them motivation, which unskilled employees are there, provide them proper motivation so that they can be skilled or they can be properly trained, or giving them proper training. The next one is market research. So in market research, they need to decide what are the expectation of the customer, and based on the expectation of the customer, they need to introduce or launch such kind of the products which are there. So these are the functions of entrepreneur. That is assumption of risk. Okay, that much risk is being involved in order to start the industry. Then promotion of venture. In promotion of venture, you need to understand or remember that first of all they need to get idea about the business. After getting idea of the business, they need to collect the necessary information. Then arrangement of various formalities which are there, like obtaining license, registration. Okay, so these all things will come in promotion of venture. Then organization of necessary factors, like making arrangement of the 4 M's, that is men, material, money and machine. Then form of ownership, whether it will be started as a sole proprietorship or partnership firm. Then raising of finance. Then the entrepreneur should be an innovator, introducing some new products or new ideas. Then human resource management and market research. So this one concept we had covered about functions of entrepreneur.